Welcome back to Booze, Bros, and Cars, your favorite podcast about booze and cars. And we're your hosts. I'm Eric.
I'm Mike.
I'm Carmelo.
And I'm Nick.
All right. So this is actually our first time that we've actually had everybody here in a very long time. I think it's been like a few weeks. a few weeks.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, of course, first up, one thing we are going to be doing is talking about what we're going to be drinking tonight. So the first one that I have here lined up, actually, Mike, you had this last week, which is Life and Limb, which is a collab between Dogfish and Sierra Nevada.
I almost grabbed mine tonight. So
Did
close.
you?
Yeah, I was so close.
Yeah.
was really
I have
good.
to try
I
it.
like
I
that.
have to try it after Mike drank it. And then I have another beer that I got from North Carolina, which is another barrel aged guilty pleasure. This is the German chocolate cake. So I am so looking forward to drinking this because it's a German chocolate cake that's been barrel aged. Why the hell not, right? Anywho, that's what I got here lined up. Mike, what do you got?
So I'm gonna do a one and done tonight, I think. But the one and done that I have is from Angry Chair. So this is actually a Angry Chair collab with Duke's Mayo. So it is a Duke's chocolate mayonnaise cake stout. An imperial.
Wait. It's
Yes.
what again?
I mean,
You heard that correct.
I can see that. I mean, mayo is really just eggs and oil. So I mean,
So yeah, they actually make cake with mayonnaise.
Yeah.
I've had it before. It's like a chocolate
Yeah.
cake. It just makes it like super creamy and like, I don't know, moist.
it's like using
if you will.
avocados and brownies instead of butter.
Right.
Like, it's
Yes.
the same kind of thing. Yeah.
So it's an imperial sweet stout with coconut, cacao, marshmallow, vanilla beans, and
Ooh.
lactose. So
Interesting.
it sounds really
Okay.
good.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
it's
It's funny
wild.
you mentioned
I just
lactose.
love that. I just love that he's like carving a cake with a hanging onto a jar of mayonnaise. It's awesome.
Hey,
Yeah, Carmelo, what are you drinking?
gonna be tough to follow up with that one. Family's been feeling a little out of the weather or under the weather the past few days, so I'm sticking with the BCAAs. I'm doing a different one than last time. It's Rise, Sunny D flavor, real good hydration. I haven't had this flavor. It's orange pineapple. Helps hydrate, helps recover. Plus, there's some creatine in there. So
I wonder if that flavor has the same effect as just drinking real pineapple.
I don't know. I'll drink some the weekend before Theme
This is a
But,
PG PG channel, Nick.
Oh, have you told Eric's mouth that?
This is a PG
His
channel.
Oh my God.
vocabulary.
Yeah, about that.
Oh my god,
But-
your smells so good.
All right. Well, before Mike
it
makes
the
a mess of his
mayonnaise?
beer in his pants, so my secondary is going to be a little bit of this Michter's bourbon. I got a couple cousins that are real big into buying and trading bottles and stuff like that.
Nice.
They basically been telling me I can't go wrong with any Michter's. And I went to the store this past weekend actually with Eric, and they had the sour mash and all the different. I just decided to go with the straight bourbon, Kentucky straight bourbon version of it to try it out for the first time. So looking forward to that. And then the beer for the night. Sharing this with my wife, but it is a Collective Arts collab series called The Origin of Darkness. It's a Collective Arts with Southern Grist Brewing, and it is a imperial stout with maple syrup, pistachio, vanilla, and lactose, coming in at just
Nice.
about 12%. So it's cool little bottle, nice dark pour. It's looking forward to that.
Is that a
please make
22 ounce?
Please
That's a
make sure you
bomber.
share.
16.9 ounce, something like that.
Yeah, please make sure you share shit with your wife because
She already has her glass. When I buy the big bottles, I know.
Yeah, and specialty stuff, especially if it's Harry Potter related.
Yeah. And then she didn't like it after all. When it was all said and done. We drove 2 hours to Miami for her to get some fresh out of the tap.
You know what though? We had a good time. We went to a cool place, Julian Henry's, which I'll be down there in a couple of weeks. And I told my cousin, actually the one that you met, Jonathan. So
Yeah.
we might be going back there. I'm so excited,
I would go there every time I go to Miami if I could.
dude. I kind of feel like I want to do that ramen place again, but
The other location, the main one.
no. I want to do the one that we had. But I want to try the other food that they have there because, dude, some of those places they look like they have some
yeah.
banging food, bro.
Well, the place next to it wasn't like a new like Asian Spanish fusion noodle place. I mean, there was just all kinds of stuff in there.
Yeah, there was a ton of stuff. Yeah, it was like a what is it, Peruvian with like
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
maybe
Carmelo, if you haven't been to
Yeah.
this Julia and Henry's place in Miami, it's like when you walk into it, it looks like you've walked into a like cruise ship center opening
Yeah.
thing with all the glass staircases and everything around you. And a
Yeah.
big glass
Atrium.
elevator, but it's an atrium, yeah, sure. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. But it's just 3 levels of food stalls all the way around this entire
Yeah.
thing. And
It
it's like
looks like a mall.
nice and
I just pulled it
classy.
up.
It does.
It looked like
it
a
there's
mall
like guys in
full-
suits opening the door for you, like man the front door and stuff. Like it's pretty cool. It's just a cool experience, and everything smells amazing. There's multiple French pâtissiers in there. I mean, so many Asian things, so much Spanish stuff, and it was
yeah.
awesome.
Sounds like
Oh,
Miami.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
It's a melting pot.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
So
they have everything.
I'm looking
Pasta,
forward.
baklava,
Oh yeah,
tapas,
dude, everything,
Yeah,
man.
dude,
Multiple bars.
everything.
tapas. I mean,
Yeah, bro. They
Cuban
have
food,
literally
Jewish
everything
food.
is in there.
That
they have
would be
like
worth
fried
a
chicken,
trip
they
for
have
us
tacos,
with
they
or
have
without
like
the families,
pastries.
just to go there and hit some places up.
ramen, chifa. I don't know what chifa is.
Maybe
Looks good.
BBC road trips in the near future.
Well,
And
I
that's
will be-
Booze, Bros, and
hopefully.
Cards for you viewers.
I would,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
I will be down there though. I will be down there for the weekend of the 18th. There's something special that's gonna be going on that weekend. You guys have to stay tuned and see what's going on because I will be vlogging that. Oh, I actually did buy like little microphone, like clip-on microphones. I'm gonna look dorky as fuck, but I don't care. Anyways, Carmelo,
Okay.
how are your
Yep.
BCAAs?
So far, so good. I mean, I'm not sure about the pineapple effect just yet, but the flavoring's good. There's a little bit of caffeine. We filmed this at night, so I don't know if that's the best idea, but
Oops.
we live once, right? Other than that, though, it's it tastes good. I've had their stuff before, and I haven't been a fan of Rise Up's flavors, or Rise's flavors, but this is a good flavor. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of childhood. So,
Oh boy.
I mean, I still like Sunny D to this day.
Oh.
Sunny
Nice.
D. Have you
Yeah,
tried
Sunny
the?
D's.
So this is sort of on topic. They make a Sunny D hard vodka soda.
I've
Oh,
seen them, but I
yeah.
haven't tried one
I
yet.
haven't tried them.
That's
Do you
one
know
that I
who
actually
makes
kind of
them?
want to try.
We don't
Yeah.
sell it, but I'm not gonna lie. I tried it. It tastes like Sunny D. It's pretty good.
You bastard! You're drinking your other,
you know who
your
carries it?
competing distributors stuff.
Is that your?
I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm kidding.
you know,
We'll
sometimes
talk
it
about that.
happens.
It
I
does.
do
Sometimes
have
it
a
happens. I don't know
look
if
for things from a competitor of yours there, Mike. So
it's market research. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell one of your breweries that they need to make something very similar to that. Oh, actually, instead of doing Sunny D, they should do like a Hawaiian Punch.
Three Daughters is doing
Well,
some cool
not the
stuff.
full, man, but the Hawaiian,
Really?
the actual Hawaiian guy, yeah.
Yeah.
Three Daughters. I had one on the channel before. We had I had a Rocket Pop vodka
Oh, that's
soda
right.
from
Yeah,
Three
yeah.
Oh
Daughters.
yeah.
They
Remember that.
also have another one that is it's so good. It's an orange creamsicle
Mhm.
vodka soda, and it literally tastes like you're drinking a melted frozen
Just
creamsicle, like
right-
popsicle. It's
Right in the
so
nostalgia,
good.
man. Like just that's what
Yeah.
they're going for.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
just the nostalgic
Absolutely.
flavors.
And there was another.
Yeah.
They were talking about releasing
Corporate-
another one. I think which is going to be their next flavor, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Can't remember which one.
Corporate Ladder had a orange creamsicle. I think they called it Indulgence. I think it was called. I can't remember what it was called. I think it was called that.
Indulgence.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it.
Haven't heard of that one. Indulgence sounds like something Corporate Ladder would do. Like they do the seltzers, but they're not vodka, and they're also real chonky. I got some chonky seltzers.
Ooh, they
Yeah.
have a new dessert station, Freezy Pop, a strawberry watermelon.
Ooh,
Interesting.
that's interesting.
Yeah. They had, man, I would have sworn. Oh, here it is. Intangible. Indulgence. It's intangible.
Oh, they've had that before.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's just their line. It's different flavors.
no,
Probably
but they
different flavor,
like
yeah.
the main one is like it was like an orange creamsicle. I walked into number 3 one time and Mark actually had a bottle of it and he let me try it. Oh my god, bro. It was so good. Corporate Ladder, man. Their beers are phenomenal.
They're amazing.
Nice.
So,
We'll have to make another trip up there.
Yes, for sure. Especially for Pi Day that's coming up really soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Actually,
they have good stuff.
Won't we be in Sebring for Pi Day?
No, it's a weekend before, luckily. It's
Yeah,
before
it's
Sebring.
it's early this year.
Yeah.
Not Pi Day, but Sebring's early this year.
Yeah. Anyways.
Thought you guys
all
were...
right, so...
Yeah, anyway. Moving on.
I don't know, man.
Moving on. And on that note, so the Rolex 24 was actually on this past weekend. It was a really good race. If you guys haven't heard of the Rolex
Chaotic,
24, yeah, it was very chaotic. The Rolex 24, very similar to Sebring. It is a endurance race. Unlike Sebring, it's not a 12-hour race. It's a 24-hour race. So very, very brutal.
I want to talk
yeah,
about that, actually. I want to talk about that.
23 hours and what, 58 and a half seconds?
It's 58 minutes and something
58
seconds.
58 minutes and 30 seconds or something like that.
56 or something.
Yeah.
For those watching, just like the 12-hour, there is no limit to the mileage run in the race, but it is all time based. And
yes,
the checkered flag drops at exactly 24 hours, just like Sebring is supposed to be 12 hours, regardless of the start time of the event.
Yeah.
Or start time varies, but the end time is exactly 12 or 24 hours, right? Well, there's like a whole lot of people talking online about how Daytona, that just happened over the weekend, the officials dropped the flag before the 24-hour mark. And I don't know that anyone was that close. Like, I don't know that any of the classes, there could have been an overtake in there, maybe, yes or no, but it was like less than a lap or two. But a lot of people were up in arms about it.
I want to say that GTP had a very close, or the GTP class, which GTP stands for Grand Touring Prototype. They had a very close finish at the very end, but Porsche Penske did end up taking that pole win, which was the first win that they've had in like 54 years. So they had like a 54-year hiatus, and they won.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it.
Did you guys see the statements from IMSA about it?
So
yes, I did.
What
the statement about the flag drop?
By the flag drop, being a minute and 35.27 seconds remaining, and how they have an article that covers that, like basically protecting them, basically saying that if they do that as race officials, mistake or otherwise, that's it. It just is the way it is. So,
which is crazy though when you think about it. Do you think
the top four?
The what?
Okay.
The top four were 15.387 seconds apart.
Oh yeah,
which is a good. It's a good distance.
And in first and second were 2 seconds apart.
Oh, okay.
And these are seconds, not minutes. So realistically,
that is a tight race.
2 minutes, a minute and a half, 2 minutes if you count.
Oh yeah.
They're supposed to do the last 2 laps at roughly 23 hours 59 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess they timed it wrong, but that's just.
And here's the thing, too. Even when you look at it this way, even if they weren't that close, a minute and a half is plenty of times for something to go wrong. I mean, how many cars crashed during this race this year, spun out, went into the wall? I mean the entire first four, the entire podium, as it ended up being, could have ended up wrecking. It could have changed the entire thing. So, like, I get it. It's not like you can sit there and be like, "Oh, we effed up. Let's redo the whole race again." Like, you can't do that. But,
I mean, not only the crashes, but the electrical problems that were just like phantom electrical problems with all these vehicles. It sparked a lot of conversation about how complicated modern race cars are. I actually watched like part of the clips before the race started. They were interviewing one of the I can't remember what team he was with. One of the team, like, chief mechanic or something, and they were they were looking at a steering wheel, and they were just showing them all of the features and all the things that are on it. And the guy at the interviewing had a NASCAR wheel in his hand, and he was like, "NASCAR wheels don't have nothing. They got a horn and a light. That's all. That's all I got." And then they look at the IMSA wheel, and there's 57 buttons on it, and 3 different paddles on the back of each one. Or I'm sorry, 3 different sets of paddles. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just a lot of different things. So
that's more intricate than an F1 wheel.
Yeah.
Well, absolutely. I think they've got everything in there from basic electronics controls, lighting, horns,
the mic,
telecommunications,
communications, all that stuff.
Their suit cooling systems, I'm pretty sure, are controlled by the pumps for that shit. Like, I mean, their hydration. There's just so much. I'm pretty sure it's controlled off that wheel.
Well, it's not just that. You also have to think, because these guys, like, they have engineers, right? They have race engineers that tells them, like, live data that's going on track, but they're not just giving them data that's on track. They also give them data of what's going on with the car. So they're probably having to set specific settings for the car to tune the ECU, or these guys might have electronic dampening on the suspension. Right. So they're probably adjusting the dampening on the suspension. They're probably
on the fly adjustments.
Yeah.
The differential, the brake bias. I mean,
differential, brake bias. Yeah, there's a ton of stuff.
Even if there's traction control, I know there's no ABS in the top class, but if there's any form of traction stability control.
No, they have traction control. Yeah, because you can hear it.
Because I know they were talking about. I'm pretty sure they took out ABS, but
I think they did also.
On that. Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I mean,
that's another crazy thing is like, did you see all the cars? I can't remember what turn it was because I'm not super familiar with Daytona, but that one turn, like so many cars ended up going.
When you come off, it's when you come off the backtrack.
You're off the straight.
You're at full bend. You're going from the back.
Yeah, but like it just seems like it happened over and over and over and over again to different cars, and I'm like, I don't know, man. The weather was perfect too. It was like a beautiful weekend for racing. Yeah. No rain. Weather was like moderate. It wasn't too hot, so who knows?
They did have an overcast. I think Sunday morning they had an overcast, but it wasn't really anything too major. But yeah, it was a beautiful weekend for racing, which we're hoping to or praying to the racing gods that we have good weather during Sebring race, because
give me dry and in the 60s. Let's
which
I mean, we've had a couple of years of good, great weather.
And we've had a couple of really shit weather.
Yeah, we've had some really bad ones.
The past few have been good, other than some rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the last year that Brad with us, dude, they had rain. He was wearing rain gear at one point. It was so bad. We were having to hold the tent on an angle. Like,
oh my God, brutal. I remember that. Yeah. I think that was the year that Danny Rawlings was there with us.
I think so, yeah, because one of his buddies come and he had rain gear too, and his buddy had rain gear.
No, that was a guy that I used to work with that was huge into Scott. He was big into NASCAR, and he's like, "Oh, I want to go check out the race." He's like, "Can I come with you guys?" And I was like, "Yeah, screw it, yeah, come along."
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, but man, we've had some brutal rains before, but hoping that we actually get good weather this year at Sebring. But anyways, back to Daytona, or the Rolex 24. But yeah, so I think, Mike, the turn that you're talking about, I want to say that it might be nicknamed the bus stop, because it's that weird chicane, right? That like you come off the bank and then
it's at the end of one of the I think it's the straight. Like after I don't even know how many turns there are at Daytona. Our viewers are probably gonna castrate me on this.
Laugh at us.
But I think it's after the main straight. That last turn where they're hard on the braking zone. It's kind of like coming into turn 7 at Sebring, or the last turn after, on the last straight, turn 17. Yeah. So
I think you're right, because I remember a lot of them. A couple of cars like locked the brakes up, smoking them into the turn, and lost it. And
they either locked them up, or they just completely didn't slow down.
Yeah, so I think you're right. I think it was that turn into that long straight from From what I saw, a lot of the crashes I was seeing.
Yeah, it's just crazy. But going back to talk about the technology, it seems like more and more as the race continued, it started off with crashes, and then all these electrical bugs started coming out. So I mean, it's crazy. I mean, think about how brutal a 24-hour race though is. I mean, I find that absolutely amazing that some of these cars could just run full tilt. I mean, literally for 24 hours, just swapping drivers.
Yeah,
It's
just
absolutely
basic
nuts.
maintenance here and there,
Yeah, tires, fuel, maybe
Occasional
some
caliper,
brakes.
occasional,
Yeah,
the rotor. Dude, watch them swap rotors with all the quick disconnects and shit is insane.
Oh,
it really
yeah.
is.
It's just nuts. Because it was the
It
BMW
is.
that was having a problem there. We were watching for a while while we were eating at Twin Peaks. They had a caliper replaced or a whole rotor replaced in like 30 seconds or less.
Yeah, I mean, it took some beating though. Like he was hitting that thing to try to get it to come off. But it also
but then the new one went on. Center lock.
This
I mean,
is
it was just so
something
quick.
like, and I get they're all carbon ceramic, but like, how hot do you think those brakes are? Like, if you come screaming into a pit stop, replacing the wheels, and they're trying to replace a brake rotor, can you imagine how fucking hot that thing must be?
So the carbon ceramic aspect of it may not actually be as bad as you're thinking, because a lot of those materials don't hold heat the same way. But like, dude, that was like a typical like steel slotted rotor like we would run. Oh god, I wouldn't touch. I would need like my grill gloves, my smoking gloves to touch the damn thing. Even still, that could be questionable.
Yeah, I wonder what kind of heat retention those things have compared to like a regular rotor. Because that was the first thing I noticed. It was like, the rotors are this big on a race car, so it's like,
sounds like we need to test it. So somebody here needs to get like a Porsche with carbon ceramics, and then somebody needs to get one without them, and we run them together.
Eric's got a Corvette.
I might have a hookup if we want to be a pit crew for a weekend in Sebring.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, so I found this. So and this is from Daytona's website. Sorry, I was looking this up while you guys were talking.
It was after the bus stop, I think.
So it's turn 14, or there's 14 turns in Daytona, and this is the start and finish, and you go this way, obviously, right? So it's probably I think it's the exit of the bus stop is where a lot of the accidents actually were happening, because they would power out and then they would go straight into the wall.
No, it was a right-hand turn though. So I think it might be that West Horseshoe. I think it might be turn 5.
Oh, here. Okay.
Yeah, because it was a right-hand. It was a quick right-hand turn. So I think it was that. I think it was the Horseshoe.
If it was a quick right, it would be here at the bus stop. Because it's a quick right.
No, you're going backwards though. That's the other direction.
No, it's going this way. So when you're going this way, it's left and then right, and then left. This is the start stop, but you're going this way.
That's great.
Yeah, but because
left,
they're not turn.
Right,
they would turn
left.
But it was a fast straightaway. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter.
I think it was here. That's the exit of
lots of things crashed. Moral of the story.
Yes,
exactly.
A lot of things.
Yeah, there was some crashes in the pit.
Yeah. Basically, everybody was me driving. Brakes are irrelevant.
Yeah.
Right. All gas, no brakes.
Let us know in the comments below if you actually want to see Nick racing in a racing game. It is the funniest shit ever. It's the funniest shit ever. He doesn't use his brakes. He literally just all acceleration.
Think about what we mentioned the other day.
If I'm coming up to a turn and there's somebody next to me, I'm going to bank off of them. I'm going to pull some Ross Chastain shit. I'm going to be like, let me just use this or use that.
You're literally Ross Chastain when you play a video game.
It works.
Yeah.
I don't do this in real life. I've never hit any walls, cone or two here and there, but in games, I don't like brakes. Brakes are slow.
That's their point.
Brakes are slow.
That's the point. So
what is the saying that Jeremy Clarkson used to say? The speed doesn't kill you; instantly stopping does.
It's suddenly becoming stationary that kills you. Yeah. So that's my thing. Why would I want to? Go fast.
Yeah. Go fast, power through.
My thinking's flawed, honestly, but
is it though?
I mean, to some extent, I will tell you, we've had this discussion before when it comes to braking. My Ford Explorer does not have the best brakes. They will start shaking after one hard braking session.
Yeah.
Oh,
Funny enough, you want to
Funny.
get good brakes on the Porsche.
I mean, yeah, because I actually want to track that. Nobody's regularly tracking a third row SUV. I mean, I would, but
I
Just
think it's
Ross
got to be
chance,
lower.
just Ross that shit.
so people keep talking about the 23s. A lot of them had a bad batch of struts, and they're blowing the front struts with lowering springs. Now, it might have been clunking since the very first time I put springs on it, and I'm assuming it has something to do with that. But I was literally tonight thinking, if I blow one, I'm just buying the coilovers and just gonna. But
See here, I was thinking you already had coilovers on it. I didn't realize you only did
No,
springs.
They were lowering
the
springs.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
You
gotta
know
wait
what
till
you-
it's wheel gap for coils.
You know what you probably could do is get in contact with BC, and they can probably make you a set.
They could, or I could spend $1,000 or less for the ones that everybody's using and they're working well. So
True.
You should put
yeah,
But
bags
BC
on
I don't know
it.
if BC's making them, but I'm not trying to add more weight to the already heavy as shit SUV.
I
Put bags
mean,
on it, and then when you
they
park it, just
can.
drop that thing on the frame.
Yeah, I mean, I looked bags up at one time. I'm also not spending 5 Gs just to be kind of low.
Bags are for groceries.
Like,
I said it. I don't care. I don't care.
I mean,
I don't-
I've always said if I ever got a Bronco, I would bag it.
Why?
First of all, I'm a monster. Let's make that very clear. But
Yeah.
the one company out there doing like the AccuAir kit or whatever it is, at full extension, it's a 3-inch lift, and then obviously you can tune it to bottom out right where the wheels sit perfectly in the wheel well and the fender wells. But
But why did
A,
you
I'm
do
not a
it?
lift
What?
guy. I think lifts are stupid generally. So
Bronco's
so I would
functional.
take a
It's
truck and
functional.
I would dump it to the ground. I
Yes.
just don't.
Okay.
I am that guy. I will take an off-road vehicle and purposely, like when I worked for
Hold on.
Toyota, I was thinking about a 4Runner, a 4Runner Limited, and I was already thinking I would lower it if I got one. So, like, I am that
it all
guy.
depends. It all depends
So
on
you
what
make
you
it-
want to
make it
do
right.
with.
I
I
have a
mean,
problem.
so
We-
I mean, I agree with you.
We don't like
to a-
off-roading. The only person that does off-roading is Carmelo, and that's it.
Yeah.
Aside
Well,
from that,
That's true.
My
Microwave.
wife wants to test a little bit of the capabilities of her Bronco one of these days, but
Oh yeah.
that's not
I
gonna
mean,
last
you and
very
I
long.
have kind of talked about maybe doing a Yucatan run one of these times. But
Why don't we do it? It's easy. Let's do it while it's dry, and we can
That's
go out
true.
and have a good time. Do you have a locker on it or no?
It's
She's
got
got all- there's all
it's
kinds
got a
of-
locking diff.
there's all kinds. Yeah, she's got a locking diff. I might even have a sway bar disconnect on this thing. I don't even freaking know, dude.
Okay.
bought, like, an
The
upper version of it, but-
I think the Bronco does. Yeah.
I know it's an
I want to
option,
say
but I
a
don't
couple
know
of the
if you got
trims
it,
do. I can't remember if the Outer Banks does or not, because the Outer Banks was with more like luxury but capable version, just because you could build it up higher. But I don't know. Again, for the stuff that she would ever do, none of that would ever matter.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's.
Because you gotta remember, she's the one that dictates that when I buy another fun car, it has to have rear seats for the kids, but it must be a 6-speed manual. So she's all about the low and fast thing more than the off-roady thing. She just wants to. She's like, I got an off-road vehicle. I know we didn't buy it for that, but she's like, I feel like I have to do it at least once. So I'm like, fair enough. Which we're gonna do, hopefully over the summer at some point. The Bronco off-rodeo for her.
mhm.
So she'll get to test out one of Ford's owned Broncos, beat the piss out of it.
Nice.
When are you guys? So did you finally book your trips or yet or no?
Not yet. I'm still waiting on confirmation that I can get the days I want it off to judge how long of a trip I can take.
Gotcha. Because
I'm
there's
looking at the
a
first
few
weekend though of April.
because there's a few places you need to go visit up there, sir.
I know.
Outside of
So-
the Biltmore.
If it all went well, we would drive up Wednesday, do the Ford ST event Thursday, Friday, and then have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, based on the dates that I want to those 3 days to do whatever we want around the area.
Mm.
So
Like I said, if you want suggestions, let me know. But one thing that I will suggest to you, do the Sierra Nevada tour.
I second
Highly
that.
recommend it.
I second that.
Highly
Sierra
recommend
Nevada
it.
tour is awesome.
Yeah.
Even the brewery, they got a bunch of stuff that they make just there
yeah,
and doesn't necessarily get distributed. I don't know if it's like testing like some T&E brews that they have, but there's a bunch of stuff
It's-
that's only in that.
It's not. They do distribute
They do.
it, but it's not like mass produced and like
Mm-hmm.
pushed out everywhere. Like it's literally just like limited release stuff, and they'll send it to like Total Wine or like limited locations that actually like pay for this stuff. But like yeah, you don't find it anywhere because the one beer that Sierra Nevada makes at North Carolina that I haven't drank in a while, and I'm kind of hoping that I can. No, I have a couple bottles. We have to crack them open, but they're the Ovila line, which is how monks make beer, or it's how monks make beer. Oh my god, those beers are so good. They're delicious. Probably my favorite Sierra Nevada beer, but anyways, yeah, definitely book that tour. Like as soon as you get your dates, one of the first things you should do, Nick, is book a Sierra Nevada tour for you and Chelsea. You guys will definitely enjoy that.
Oh, I'm
And
sure.
and you get free beer at the end.
I mean, I'm not gonna say no to free beer. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
unless
brewery
it's like
tours, though.
some real garbagey stuff.
Yeah. That, and you can probably do Wicked Weed too. Wow, that's squeaky, bro.
I know that's a
What the hell are
tight
you
cork.
doing?
A very tight opening.
Is it?
Mm.
Is it?
Yeah, I don't even get my tongue in there.
Good lord.
Could you hear my wife? She was walking through. She's like, "Ew, oh god."
Oh my god.
Maybe I shouldn't have that shot of maple, whatever the hell that. I can't remember.
Oh, the crown.
The crown. That's what it was. Yeah.
That's fucking great. Anywho, let's go ahead and do a beverage recap here real quick while Nick is contemplating sticking his tongue somewhere and pouring himself
I
a
don't want to get
shot.
stuck. I'm not gonna try.
I mean,
Dude,
it'd be
how
good for
fucking
views.
funny would that be, though?
On the
tried it.
It's stuck. Oh
Like the
no!
kid from A Christmas Story, the full, come on, do it.
Oh my god,
No.
that's great.
No.
That would have been good.
Yeah, as
Man.
I have this phallic-looking top of a bottle coming out of my mouth. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
We would have an increase in viewership.
I know, right?
We need some more comedy on this podcast. Do it, Nick.
We do.
The world is watching.
Maybe when we start doing some of our short vlog type contents, I promise you I will bring some stupidity and comedy in person.
Yes, yes.
Depending
Anywho.
on location.
Yeah. Anywho. I have so the Life and Limb. Mike gave a really well description of it last week. So it's, ale brewed with maple and birch syrup. It was really good. I really enjoyed drinking this. Carmelo,
really
I actually
good.
I have a can of you for you. I'll
Nice.
bring it over this weekend. You're really gonna enjoy this. This is actually really, really good. And I didn't realize it, but it's like 10.2% alcohol. Yeah, it's 10.2% ABV. I was surprised by actually how good it was. I was excited to drink it. While I was drinking it, I was even more excited because it's really delicious. The barrel aged Guilty Pleasures, it is really good. It's really boozy too. It's 11.6%. So it's made with chocolate and with coconut, and you can taste the coconut, which is actually kind of surprising me for a German chocolate shake or chocolate cake. It blends really well together with chocolate. I feel like they may have used like dark chocolate because it tastes more. I don't know if this makes sense, but it tastes more chocolatey than what it does. Not bitter. It just tastes more. It just has that dark chocolate taste. But it tastes really good. It's but it is phenomenal. I'm really enjoying it. I literally just started taking a couple sips of it, and I'm not looking forward to drinking the very last bit of it, but whatever. It is what it is, right? It's beer, but it's good. I'm really enjoying this. Mike, what about you?
Duke's Mayo Angry Chair. This is freaking amazing. Like really, really good. This is probably one of the better imperial stouts I've had in like a hot minute. Imperial sweet stout, coconut, cacao, marshmallow, vanilla beans. It's like decadent is the only thing that I can like use to describe it, but it literally tastes like a really good chocolate cake. You get the vanilla, you get the coconut, you get the cacao, so that same kind of thing that you were just talking about, like that kind of like dark roasty chocolate flavor comes through in it. It's really good. I don't know what the ABV is on this because Angry Chair a lot of times doesn't put their ABVs on the cans, but I remember at the tap room, I think this thing was like close to 11% because they had it on tap when I was there.
Nice.
Somewhere in there, but this is really really good. This was like one of their limited release deals, and they only had them at the tap room. So if it's still there, I would recommend anyone to go get it because it's awesome, super good.
Nice.
Carmelo, you kind of already gave us a recap, but how's your hydration going?
Good. I forgot the main reason why I grabbed it.
Caffeinated
hydration.
The reason I grabbed it is because it is 100% the daily value of vitamin C, and I figured with illness in the house, that was like the reason, because I have a couple different aminos or BCAAs, but I just thought it was ironic that like halfway through it dawned on me the whole reason I chose this was for that. But
listen, I hear Trend takes care of all that.
Yeah, I can't do that, my man.
Sorry, this is the wrong podcast for that conversation. Never mind, scratch that.
Damn it, man.
Trend, sir. Trend bologna sandwiches. Don't worry, you don't want any part of that.
No. Okay, so Mitch, how's your head?
Well, needless to say, apparently I've drank more than anybody else so far tonight. But the Michter's, well, yeah, I'll start off with it. This stuff was delicious, nice, smooth for being about 12% alcohol. I don't know if I got all the flavor, right? I got a little bit of the maple, and it might have helped that I had that shot of Crown Royal with the maple already on my palate, so like I was able to pick that up pretty good. Vanilla, and I get that kind of lactose feel and that body from that, but the disappointing one for me is I was hoping to really get that pistachio flavor, and I really didn't get a pistachio. Like, I love pistachio, especially my cannolis, but I was really excited for that, and I didn't really get that in this. The Michter's, even though it's just a basic, like their standard line, whether it be the rye, the Kentucky bourbon, the mash, sour mash, this stuff is pretty good. I mean, for being their like normal entry level, I'm going to look for some more. They mentioned having notes, if you read on the website and stuff, like notes of caramel and vanilla. I definitely do get those. I get the oakiness from the charred oak. The only thing I'm not really getting myself personally, and I think I have a tough time tasting this and things, is when they say they have like those notes of stone fruit. I don't pick those up unless it's a really heavy peach or plum flavor somewhere in there. I don't really pick that up too often. So when they just generalize like notes of stone fruits, I rarely can pick that kind of stuff up, I think. I just don't think my palate's geared towards it without being very explicit. But the caramel, the vanilla from it, I mean, it's a solid choice for $55 for a bottle.
It's like I've seen stone fruit. I've seen stone fruit used as a descriptor in beer, but not like bourbon, Scotch, whiskey. Like none of those.
And it's just
that's interesting.
It's really any of that plum, peach.
Plum is one, yes.
Yeah, it's that hard seeded fruit that you would get: plum, peach, apricot, right? I think.
Lychee maybe in there.
Lychee's kind of like one of those, yeah. Which I would love that based on my Alfa Romeo team bottle of that Whistle Pig with a lychee. Is mind blowing. That shit is awesome. I still have one bottle that I refuse to open just yet because I know once I do, it is gone. So I need to see if I can find more of those online. Probably buy another 3-pack just to have those around for the future. But anyway, the Michter's. I like the Michter's. I'd recommend it for anybody that likes their bourbons and whiskeys. Try something different.
Let me see
Michter's is a solid choice.
Let me see if they have it. But I think Naples Total Wine had it.
That would be worth a search because I know I bought mine from the Bev store and it got shipped right to my house. But
hold on,
who knows?
Wait, am I even typing anything? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Whistle Pig. Let's see. I'm on there. I have the app. Like I had to download it because I just have way too much.
That's how I bought my Blue Label the other day through the app.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that they had it because I looked at it. Oh, they do. $66 or 67.
That's not bad online. I'm seeing it 65 or 60 with shipping and tax.
Ugh. I bought 3 bottles for like $1.40 shipped.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I paid
Oh,
like
that's
37,
actually really
like
good.
$37 a bottle when I bought that stuff.
Yeah, but wasn't it like a promo on like Facebook or something?
It was a Facebook ad, but for a major beverage store that I've seen before. Like I think it's just called the Bev Store. Actually, what's
I
in my
want to say it was
shops?
just like their promo for it.
Might have to take a trip
Well,
over
and
to.
I did. I think I ordered as a pre-release. Like when I ordered, it wasn't
Mhm.
out yet, so I had to wait for it to get released to get it. So that could have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might actually have to.
Oh, I take that back. I paid $108 for 3 of them.
Oh, damn.
I'm actually going right back in to buy it now, right now, buy again and see if it'll let me pick it up for the same price.
Yeah. Let's see.
I have a problem.
If not, if not, I mean, the Naples Total Wine has it with tax at $71 for one bottle.
So it's up a little bit more right now, but I can buy a 3-pack for $138.99.
Which would be the cost of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm down to throw down if you're gonna order that.
Are you asking me to share? You monster.
I want a bottle, bro. So like, yeah, I throw down.
All right, we'll figure that out after this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of
Everyone's
we're-
Googling right now, so.
we're kind of ranting here.
Oh.
Whatever.
Yeah, a little bit.
Anyways.
Eric, what's our topic of the night? What's
Yeah,
our final
so the next topic for tonight is actually one that you kind of came up with, Carmelo.
Okay.
I was thinking about it, and I've been tossing up the ideas. I'll let you guys share first, and while I make my decision, I'll let you guys answer first. But it's the best 2-vehicle garage. But the kicker is that obviously money is not a factor, but both cars have to have the same engine, or at least the same block. I'll let you guys go ahead and discuss it first. There's 2 manufacturers that I have in mind. I think I know which one I'm going to go with, but I'll let you guys answer first.
Carmelo, this
Nick,
is
go
your
ahead.
idea.
You look like you're-
I think
you're ready.
you should go first.
I mean, the moment I heard the
Yeah.
parameters, I knew exactly what I would choose. But
Oh,
Go
God.
ahead. Go ahead. I'm in between
right.
a couple different ideas, so
so without going deep into thought and trying to get really freaking creative with this, down to the block portion, I would, if money's no object, I always said I would buy an RS or an RS Q8 over a Urus. But if money's no option, one's a Urus, the other is an RS6 Avant. Just, I mean, no question. They're
Knew
the
it.
same freaking car
Knew
underneath
it.
of all that, but
Knew you were
one's
gonna go
up SUV, one's the wagon. Like, just end of story, done. It just hits everything.
Yeah.
The higher, the lower. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing the
Nice.
same
Yeah.
exact thing.
It's just the moment I heard the parameter of the engine, it sealed it for me. I just had to pick which SUV.
Yeah. Nice.
Good choices.
okay.
I'm flashy
Mike,
and
what's
bougie
your
like that.
Well, I'm glad I didn't pick that because I almost had a feeling that Nick was going to go that direction, but I'm going to go a similar direction. I'm going to say if I had to pick 2, same power plant, Cadillac Escalade V, and
Yep.
the probably the Z06, or I guess the ZR1 now would be new equivalent.
Wait,
So-
is the C8 or the C7?
I mean, either one, honestly.
Because
Well,
if
the
it's the
C-
C8,
the C8 would be a different engine.
Yeah.
C8,
To go
it's same,
here you go.
same block though. Same
Escalade
block, though.
Escalade V with a Camaro ZL1.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
That would be, I
Yeah.
think, the same
Yeah, 'cause it's the
LT4
exact-
supercharged.
That is the
Yeah.
exact same engine. Yeah. Yeah. So,
So that
there you
gives
go.
you your
Yeah.
2-door with rear seats for the kids in the race car plus the SUV. That is a good
Mhm.
choice, actually. I didn't think about the Escalade because I love those things. That would be a great family
Yeah.
vehicle.
I mean, they're huge. First, I mean, I guess you don't have to get the long one, but yeah, that'll be mine. I'd go
Yeah,
go with
that's a
go with
that's
Chevy Cadillac.
that's a good choice. Here I am, the only one with all American made cars in my house, and I didn't go that route at all. Oops.
All right, Carmelo, go ahead.
So this is hard for me. I mean, I could go European. First thing that came to mind was the Audi A8 with the W12, and then like a Veyron, or I'm sorry, not a Veyron,
Phaeton. The Phaeton
Phaeton.
had the same one.
The Phaeton had the same engine, and there was what was it? The Bentley Continental GT3, I believe, had the
Because they all
same.
had, yeah, they had the same W12s.
Yep. So there was that. I was looking seriously at the 2000s Cobra. Like there's one for Cars and Biz right now. I think it's an 07 or 08 ACR. And then
An orange
Ram.
one.
Yep, the orange one.
Yep.
With the striped elite. I was thinking about that and the Ram SRT10.
Nice.
Good combo.
Yeah,
that would be.
I even thought back to like an 06 Ford GT40 because those started out as a 5.4 from the F-150.
From the Shelby. Well, I think
From
the
the Shelby.
the Triton was, I think, a little heavier duty, but yeah, I think the Shelby
The
back then had
block-
the 5.4 also.
Yeah.
So I ended up not too far away from that. You know what? I'm gonna go with that. I was thinking about a F-150 Shelby, like a current gen or a recent gen, because they start out as a 5-liter Coyote, and a Dark Horse, which I know is kind of a stretch, similar block, a little bit different, but I think I'm gonna go GT40.
We'd allow it.
Still Coyote.
Yeah, GT40 and in like a mid 2000s. What was it? The Celine F-150 for me.
There you go.
Nice.
I like
Eric, what about you, bud?
So, because I had a very similar car, I kind of wouldn't mind getting another one that has a very similar chassis. But you guys went European and American. I'm gonna go Japanese. Go figure, right? The freaking
It's a good balance.
The import fanatic or fanboy ended up choosing the imports, but I would do. It would be a hard choice, but I would probably do a JZX Cresta or Mark II Tour V, which is like the higher end of the JZX chassis. They come with JZ motors, and you can get them with a manual transmission, and it's a 4-door. So I'd probably rock one of those, manual transmission, of course. And because it's a JZ, why not get a Supra? So I'd probably end up getting a Mark IV Supra. Ideally, I would get probably a non-Targa top 6-speed manual. And they had this very, very rare color in the Supras, which is, I think is called... Nick, you might correct me on this because I think you know the color. Imperial Jade, I think, is the color that the Toyota came in. Because
Imperial Jade was the R34.
That's Nissan.
Color.
No, that's Millennial Jade.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. That's Millennial.
I think. Let me see. Imperial Jade.
Millennium. I don't know.
So
I think I know what you're talking about, though. I feel like I've seen it before.
Yeah, it's called Imperial Jade. Okay. Yeah. Let me pull up a picture here real quick. Can I pull this up real quick? Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, here it is. Oh, it is on Cars on. It is Tom Bring a Trailer. Oh, man, this is freaking gorgeous. Hold on, let me share this real quick. I'm getting excited. It's such a pretty color. Such a good color. There it is. Nice. So sexy. This is ideal, but this is a Targa. I would get non-Targa in this color.
Oh, it just needs some bronze wheels.
Ideally, some nice Volk TE37s to match up that really pretty green. Anyways, that's essentially what I would do.
Nice.
I would love the JZ motors and that nice turbo flutter that they have. I had a JZS 160, which was my old GS 300, and it had a 2JZ in it. So I definitely want to go back on that JZ life and only with turbos this time and get the JZX 100 Cresta or Mark II Tourer V and Mark IV Supra.
Good call on that, because I was trying to think of something JDM, and I couldn't really think of it. I was even thinking of like the 4-liter out of like the Tacomas or 4Runners, trying to figure out something that it would correlate with. And even Honda I was getting stumped with. I know Honda, the Type R engines in an Aero Atom. Lotus, the Elise has like a Camry, a V6, an option for a Camry engine. But good for you for finding like two interesting things, because when I thought about it, I couldn't come up with anything good.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely hard on the JDM side to find things that match up that are different enough to make them worth like having one of each.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever someone gives me a challenge,
you would be surprised because you can.
Okay, well,
you
so
can
here's my
do.
problem.
You can do a GTST Skyline, and then you can do a Stagia, which is the wagon.
The wagon,
they do the Skyline front end on it.
Yeah, they're all the 2.5 in them.
What are those crazy trucks? They drive up the.
Truck?
No. The ones they drive up the
Mitsubishi.
dunes in. Yeah. No.
Oh, the Nissan Patrols?
Patrols, yeah. Because that's got a 2J. I'm pretty sure that had not a 2J.
RV.
They don't.
RV,
they don't have RVs.
No, they have isn't like a 4-liter something in there? There's something weird in those things, I thought.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I thought they had an RV.
Whenever I get one of these challenges, I always think of like, I don't know why, I fall into a practicality. What fits my needs, and it's always something small, or even though I always choose a wagon and an SUV. Like those are just the two routes that I go. But
you and that badge life.
No.
I haven't had one for a while, man. Been a while since I've driven one.
That's true.
Yeah.
Carmel's the most recent.
Yeah, I mean, except ours is in the
The GTI.
Yeah.
A whole separate
Yeah, I
thing.
haven't had my A6 in like 3-4 years now.
Oh,
It's probably been it's been longer than that.
Yeah,
for a while there, my dad was driving. I still owned it because I was not driving it while I had my demos. But I think I officially sold it like 4 years ago.
Since your dad's had it, it's probably been like what, closer to 5 years. It has to be closer to 5 years.
6, because he came back from the Philippines and was driving it whenever he was born. So
yeah.
6 years.
Yeah, shout out to your dad, man. That guy is so fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He has his moments. I mean, he really is a pretty cool son. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He may have given me a bit of an ego.
Yeah, I was gonna say not a cocky son either. We're at it.
I understand my faults, sir.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That is fair. And on that bombshell, that's all the time that we have here for today. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. We appreciate all of our viewers, listeners, and subscribers. Yeah, we definitely appreciate you guys. There's going to be some really good content that's going to be coming out here to you guys very, very soon. I'm going to say it's going to start this coming weekend. We're going to have some really cool stuff that's going to be vlogged here Saturday. Should be Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So it should be releasing sometime on Sunday or Monday. And I know that we've mentioned it a couple of times, but the changes to the podcast, they are very, very soon. Exciting changes, but really, really soon. And we're all excited to actually share that those updates here with you guys. But aside from that, don't forget to savor your brews and hit the road responsibly. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Cheers to booze and cars, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode.
Cheers.
Cheers.